Hey guys, today's video is just going to be a little rant video. I'm going to try to do this kind of raw. It's just going to be me talking to you guys about a little topic because it was brought to my attention and I watched a video last night, a 32-minute long video. And it's not like super popular on YouTube, so I don't know if everybody's seen it or whatever, but I just wanted to talk about it because I have a few things to say. And I just want my subscribers to know where I'm coming from in my opinions on the topic. And what the topic is kind of like YouTube and like the business world. Or I forgot what it's called, but I'll tell you the girl's name. It's Taren, and I forgot the numbers, but her name's Taren, and she made a video, and I will link the video here or below. I was very interested in the video, I'm not gonna lie, because I definitely agree with a lot of the points she said about you know, companies and like beauty vloggers getting sent stuff and things like that. But if you do make it through the whole 32 minutes, like me, I really do think you should watch the whole 32 minutes, because I think that you can't really have an opinion if you don't sit through the whole thing, because she does make a few valid points, but I feel like she did say a few things that shed a negative light on the beauty community and other beauty vloggers. So just want you guys to know that I'm not bashing Taren herself or her idea of what she wants to do with her channel and with herself, but I do want to say that I don't think that she's speaking on behalf of the beauty community. I think she's speaking on behalf of herself, obviously, as well as maybe a few other girls, but I feel like a lot of us that actually make videos were not disturbed. I don't want to use harsh language. I wasn't disturbed by the video. That doesn't sound right. I guess the way I would look at it was I felt sort of awkward watching it and uncomfortable. And it's not that, again, like I said, it's not that she is, you know, a bad person or I'm like, oh my god, what a bitch. It's just that the way she explains things makes me feel like, what are you talking about, you know, because I look at some of the stuff she mentioned, it's so completely opposite. So basically, if you haven't seen the video and you don't want to watch it, I'll link it here if you do, but if you don't want to watch it, she just was saying that companies that send girls stuff to review and everything like that, you know, they make a lot of money off the girls that promote and advertise their stuff, which there is something to be said for that. I definitely agree that if you are a girl with a ton of subscribers and you say, oh, these hair extensions are amazing, you know, that hair extension company will probably profit a lot more than they did without you. That's valid, I agree. However, no matter how many subscribers you have, like even Blair and Elle, All That Glitters 21 and Juicy Star 7, they have like what, almost 1 million each or something like that. If they talk about a product, that does not mean that all of their subscribers, like all 500,000 of them, are going to go get that product. I watch videos all the time and I'll totally get stuff that my friends recommend, but there are times where I watch product reviews and I'm like, oh wow, that company sounds awesome, but I just won't buy the product just because I'm not in the market for a new straightener or a new curling iron or something like that, something that was raved about. That's just the way it works. Like, not everyone can afford to go shopping all the time, and you know, it's just, people are going to still watch your videos and love your reviews if they love you as a person, but that doesn't mean that they're going to all go and buy everything. So that's the first thing that I wanted to mention, is that even if you have a really high number of subscribers, that does not mean that you are helping out a company by that number of subscribers, because that's just silly to think, unless you have proven statistics of your 90, or I'm just saying 90,000 because that's how much Taren has, your 90,000 subscribers actually, you know, buying something that you talked about and making that company's sales go up by 90,000 percentage, whatever I'm not good at math, but whatever it would be, 90,000 times the price of the item, then it's not really fair to say that you deserve compensation. No, well, it sort of is, but see, this is where it gets a little hairy. So basically, I'm going to try to outline this in the easiest way possible. Taren was saying in her video that she feels like YouTube beauty vloggers deserve more compensation for what they do because of the sales that they may in turn create for that company. And while I do, because she's looking at it like a business point of view, she's looking at YouTube as her business, her job, and making a living off it, which a lot of girls do, and I'm not knocking that. I personally, I'm sure you guys know, I have a complete different life outside of YouTube, so this is not my job. It's just not. and I do it because I love it. I do it as a hobby, but I am not saying that you shouldn't make this a job, because there are girls, I'm sure, that can live off YouTube, and that's great. More power to you. However, I think that because of compensation and just money in general, the beauty community is going downhill. And when I say that, I mean right away in Taren's video, she mentions that this is her job, which is great. But you're already a partner with YouTube, and so am I, and so are a lot of my friends. We all get paid. I'm not going to beat around the bush, and I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. We get paid for our videos. We get paid for the ads that are monetized on the videos or whatever. We also are sent things by companies, and when I say we, I'm not even talking like I'm a big beauty vlogger, because I am by no means big. I'm like the bottom of the totem pole here, but I'm just saying with the amount of subscribers that I have, I do get some products sent to me, and that does not mean I review everything that I get sent, but I do reviews a lot. I love getting a product and sharing my honest opinion with you guys, whatever. So getting a free product and getting paid in general by having a YouTube channel, to me, is a lot of compensation. That is more than I think the average person gets. And to say that you deserve more for increasing the company's sales, I think it sounds a little greedy. And the reason I say that is because you're already getting free products, which a ton of girls can't get. You're already getting more traffic to your channel by doing a video that may incorporate the name of a company in the tags or whatever. And you're already getting like paid if you're a partner by YouTube. I actually wrote a few things down. I feel like I'm repeating myself. Took a few notes. Okay. Because this kind of just really bothered me. That's why I wanted to say. So when you say that you think we deserve more money because you want us, Taren wants us to know our self-worth as beauty vloggers, I see where she's going with that, because I have had companies that are very rude and have really sort of almost harassed me in emails, and I hate those kind of companies, and I don't want to help them out. And I have told plenty of companies, you know, I don't have no interest, or I'll just ignore their emails. I really will. So like, I feel like there are just people that wish that they could get to the top but are struggling, and it's kind of like, if money is so important in this game of YouTube, then what is everyone really wanting to reach? Like, are you wanting to reach a ton of subscribers so you can have interactions with a lot of people and help them out? Or do you want to reach a ton of subscribers to get more money in the end, in the long run? And like, for me, nothing's about numbers. My subscriber count increases, it decreases. I don't even know what goes on with it, because I don't really check it, to be honest. I am so incredibly thankful for the amount of subscribers that I personally have right now. I could not be any happier. I love so many of you guys. Just reading your comments when I'm at work, I'll scroll through my phone. I have been like brought to tears almost at some of the comments that I've received from my viewers, and I just am so thankful for that. That to me is enough to continue doing YouTube, regardless of if any other company contacted me, or if YouTube decided to, you know, stop with the partnership program. Do you know what I mean? I would still continue because of my viewers. And you can not believe me. I really personally don't care. If you know me and you know my, you know, genuine personality, you'll know that I'm telling the truth right now. And if you watch me and you think I'm lying, then I really could care less about you thinking that. Do you know what I'm saying? The main thing that I think of here is that even though the numbers, I don't do videos to get more subscribers, but you should be thankful for the amount of subscribers you get, the people that want to watch you, okay? That is compensation to me enough, more than money. And I know you might be like, yeah, right, Nicole, but I have a job. I have 2 jobs outside of this. I am working to go to school, and I, you know, am making money from that. I'm not making a shit ton of money, but I'm surviving. So why is everyone just need more? I feel like a lot of people in the beauty community think that that's all the beauty vloggers want. And there are some of us that don't. And you might think I'm crazy, but no, I'm really not. I mean, I might be a little crazy, but not when it comes to this. Anyway, so then going on to my next little bit of note here, the money that you get from YouTube, the partnership program is fantastic. It really is. However, that is not number one when I make videos. That's not what I think of. I think of my viewers, the girls that I'll help, the countless messages that I get per day of just girls being like, I love your videos, you're so real, you're so funny. I mean, that to me is just, you can't put a price tag on that, you know what I mean? And I feel like also, Vanessa, that is Rad, did a video response to Taren, and I completely see eye to eye to her. We are like this. I love her. I'll link her video here and her channel below. Check her out. I feel like I'm saying a lot of the same things. I didn't copy Vanessa's video. It's just, I watched her video response. I was like, I have to say some of the stuff that I've been wanting to say, because a lot of the stuff that Vanessa said, I was like, boom, you read my mind, you know? So I hope Vanessa, well, I know Vanessa won't think I'm copying her, but people are going to be like, you copied Vanna's rad. You know how comments go, like, oh my god, you totally stole Vanna's rad idea. And her thoughts, like, you went into Vanna's rad's brain and just tried to be her. So, yeah, I also want to talk about is what Vanessa actually mentioned in her video about being rewarded. I definitely think that, you know, making videos, you do deserve something, because like I said, it does not, actually not like I said, I never said this, but just so you guys know, viewers, it's not easy to make videos. You don't just sit in front of the camera. You have to make sure the lighting's right, which I struggle with. You have to make sure your focusing is right, which I struggle with. Your setting, your animals aren't biting your ankles. Like, there is so much to deal with, and then editing, and then uploading, and then it takes so long, and I definitely think that it's work. So I can see why some girls want to make this their full-time job. It's not what I'm going to do, but I can see what they're talking about. So I do think that there should be some sort of a reward. But I think that the reward should be the fact that people want to watch you. People are talking to you. People are tweeting you. People want to, you know, communicate with you. The fact that, I don't know if you guys, I don't even have that many Instagram followers, but compared to my friends that are just my normal life friends, you know, they have like at most 80. When I hit 2,000, I was like, whoa, like, my friends are like, how do you have 2,000 Instagram followers? Because not a lot of them know that I do YouTube. And it's just the fact that that many people want to see my pictures. At the end of the day, that makes me, that flatters me. I'll put up a picture of myself, just like of me going like, well, I don't really do that many, but, and then people are like, oh, you know, you're beautiful. Or obviously I'll get some hater comments like, oh, you look stupid, you look ugly. I don't really care. That one, you're beautiful, may make my entire day. Even if I don't know who you are, that makes my entire day. And you know why? It's because when you're told something from someone that you know watches you, or just a random person, sometimes the littlest acts of kindness mean the world to people. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? I don't know. I feel like I'm doing some random motivational speech, which isn't probably motivational at all. But anyway, so yeah, I don't think that, you know, besides YouTube paying you and the free product yourself, I don't think that any other compensation is necessary. And Taren in her video was like saying you need to know your self-worth when it comes to companies, and you're making them so much money that you deserve commission or a portion of that, which that brings me to my last point. I don't think we all should deserve a commission off that. And that's because if you're being paid in addition to the free product and your YouTube money, where is the line of integrity? How are your loyal viewers going to know if you're saying that because you're being paid or because you actually mean it? And I know that a lot of people are like, oh, I'm always honest, because I for one say that all the time in my videos. Like, if I'm sent something, like let's say I was sent this lip tar. I wasn't, by the way. I bought it at IMX 2012 NYC. Let's say I was sent this, right? I was sent this lip tar, and then I'll tell you guys, oh yeah, so this is amazing lip tar. Or I'll be like, it sucks. Like, I was sent to, I don't sugarcoat things. If you watch me from the beginning, or if you're new, you know that about me. I'm just a raw person, and I have no problem calling companies out either, as some of you may know. However, if I'm being paid to talk about this, and I know that the more sales I make if you purchase this OCC lip tar, you know, I might think in my head, I don't really like it, but I'm going to tell all my viewers that I'm honest and I love them, and I'm going to tell them to get it because it, you know, they might love it, or, you know, whatever. Because you know why? The more that they buy, the more money I will in turn make, in addition to getting this for free, in addition to my partnership with YouTube. So that means that I'll be making money even if you guys love me, and even if you guys trust me 100%. What if, you know, I got fired from my job in my personal life? What if I got a parking ticket? What if, you know, my parents are going through some serious problem and we're in debt? And what if I just need that extra money that I know that by you guys buying this OCC lip tar might get me? I might just lie for the sake of my family, for the sake of my own well-being, just to you guys so I can make more money, which in turn I might be like, oh, well, it's no big deal because, you know, it's a pretty color. It might, you know, they might hate it, but so what? They're not going to kill me, or maybe they'll unsubscribe, but so what? I have enough subscribers anyway. Do you see what I'm saying? And you might look at that and be like, well, that's not even that bad. But to me, the whole point of that is integrity. You know, you're willing to lie or, you know, say something false to people that got you where you are today. Like, it just doesn't make sense, because without your viewers, you would not be up there. And I'm not talking to Taren in general. I'm talking to the community. Without your subscriber base, without the people that watch you, like I said, you would be nowhere. You'd be at the bottom and no companies would contact you. You wouldn't be getting free stuff. So, you know, that they are, you guys, my viewers are my most valuable commodity, if you will. And you guys, like, there's no price tag for that. And I don't want to get comments being like, oh my god, you're sucking up to your viewers, or you're trying to get more subscribers. Because honestly, when I make these type of raw videos, like uncensored, when I just say exactly what's on my mind, I mean, I do have a little notepad, but I'm not like reading it from a board. When I say that, I'll get more subscribers because people enjoy my realness, and people tell, oh, I just subscribed because of this video because you're so real. But you know what? I also lose some because they're like, you blab for 38 minutes and I just was so boring and I snored through the whole thing. Okay, well, that's fine, because I'm at the point in my YouTube life, I'm not going to say career because it's not really my career, I'm at the point where I have way more people that care about me and enjoy me than the ones that don't. Okay, look at, ew, what was I doing there? Why is that a circle? It's like the ugliest, like, kiss stain ever. One last thing is that I feel like it's great to be an entrepreneur. It's great to want your own business. I really do. I like that. I think that it's admirable. But one thing Taren did say is like something about knocking her hustle, which I didn't really understand what that meant, but I don't know. I feel like someone said that she admitted to hustling her viewers. I don't think that. I don't think negative of Taren by any means. I don't want people to watch her video and think that we're all in the same, have the same mindset. I forgot who I was following on Instagram or Twitter. They put a quote from a book, and it said something along the lines of, I'm probably going to explain this so badly, but as a human being, right? We see something, we want it. We dream something, we dream of something, we want it, we want to achieve it. So, for example, I want to be a child life specialist, right? Right now, that's my goal. And I achieve that, if I ever do, I hope I'll be happy. I can't say that I definitely will, but I hope I will. When people in society want something, they fantasize about something, they dream of something, they want that so badly, right? When they get that, though, sometimes they're happy. But more often than not, they're not happy. And they wonder why. It's human nature to want something so bad, but when they get it, they're not happy. And I think that that is the flaw in human nature. I was a philosophy minor, that's why I'm talking like annoying professor right now, but do you understand what I'm saying? So it's like, we want so much, and then when we get what we want, sometimes we are not happy. And I feel like, where would the line be drawn if you expect compensation from all these companies and all these businesses? How do you say, like, oh yeah, well, since this is a higher end product, I want more money for that. But since you're a smaller business and you have cheaper or inexpensive things, I want less money, you know? It's like, where is the line drawn? Who is the one to declare how much you're getting paid versus someone else is getting paid? The last thing, my voice is getting really manly right now because I've been talking so much. The last thing is the fact that Taren made this video and told it to her viewers. I'm just not sure if that was the best thing to do. If you have an issue with a company, or if you want money from a company, take it up with the company, you know? I appreciate her being honest with everyone, but I feel like now her own viewers are going to wonder what her motives for being on YouTube are, even though it is a business, and I don't knock her entrepreneurship. I just feel like it just seemed strange to make a 32-minute video for her viewers on that topic and portray the beauty community in a way that it may not be. So I think that companies may hesitate now to send her things because, you know, it seems like she was almost demanding money from them. And the thing is with these companies, yes, they have a budget, they have advertising, you know, money and stuff, but there are plenty of girls with 90,000 subscribers. There are plenty of girls with more than 90,000 subscribers that they can just move on to, that will take free stuff and do a fake review or a real review, regardless, for no money. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like, she even said, I'm not saying that she claimed she wants to start a movement, because she even said in her video, I don't think I'm starting a movement, but I just feel like I can't see the amount of people that would be like, yeah, she's right, like, let's all demand more money from these companies, because, you know, the YouTube community, the beauty community especially, is so large that these companies are just going to skip right over the ones that demand money, and instead of giving them money, you know, go to the ones that don't want the money. So, that are bigger than you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to, like, put down her 90,000 subscribers. That's awesome. Good for her that she got there. I'm not even halfway there, so I definitely applaud her for that. But just because you have 90,000, like I said in the beginning of this video, like 18 million minutes ago, just because she has 90,000 subscribers doesn't mean that when she talks about a product, all 90,000 of those people are going to go to that website and increase the sales for that company. Do you know what I'm saying? So why do I keep saying that? Do you know what I'm saying? You know. The last thing I wanted to stress, I think I might have said this before, but Taren mentioned a lot, like, know your self-worth, which I definitely agree with because of some companies that do take advantage of YouTube girls and guys. But the thing is, I know my self-worth, and I don't put a price tag on that. I think Vanessa said that in her video, so I completely agree with her. Like, my self-worth means more to me than having money. And I know a lot of people might be like, oh yeah, well no, that's not true. I mean, there are a lot of money-hungry, greedy assholes in this world. Those people shouldn't ruin it for the people that really aren't. Like, there are a lot of people that money is not a priority. Money is not the goal in life, you know? Money is power, and that's sick that our society has turned into the fact that money is power, and the more money you have, you know, the happier you think you'll be. I used to teach 6th, 7th, and 8th graders in the Bronx, and someone said something like, oh, well, the question was, can money buy happiness? And the guy was like, well, yeah. And I was like, really? In 5th grade you think that? And he's like, yeah, because whatever I need, I could get. And I'll be happy by getting what I need, so I could buy happiness. And I was just like, wow, it's like you're in 5th grade and that's really the way you're being raised. Like, that's what you think, that in the end, you know, you can be sad, you can be miserable, and then you have money and you can be happy. Like, I just think that's so sad because, you know, there are so many people out there that have so much money that are miserable and depressed. And, you know, I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with this. You guys know this, I do volunteer a lot. And when you volunteer, you're doing a lot for the sake of being a good person. And it's a hobby of mine. I love doing it. I feel better when I do it. And I just enjoy doing things for other people without getting a reward, like a physical reward, because my reward is there. It's just not, you know, tangible. And I know it seems corny and it seems like, oh, like, she's just talking. Like, I'm not really just talking. Like, I've been volunteering for a long time. It is a huge part of my life, and the reason why I'm volunteering is, like I said, I don't sugarcoat things, is I've been privileged. I've been raised by 2 amazing parents. I've had an amazing childhood, and I was very privileged growing up, so I want to give back. And I've just been so lucky, I feel like, and blessed, that I want to help others out that aren't as lucky or that weren't as lucky and blessed. And by doing that, in turn, I get a sense of accomplishment. I get a sense of fulfillment. I get a sense of self. And that, to me, is happiness, not money. Because when I volunteer, I don't get any money at all. And it takes, you know, my time. I give hours. I you know, take transportation, which I actually pay to get there. And it takes a lot of time. And it's like a job, but you're not getting paid. And it's not an internship because it doesn't count, like, for anything specifically paper-wise. So if I was to volunteer and accept money, that would defeat the whole purpose of what I do and why I love doing it. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like I could be working more hours at my regular job. I could be working more on YouTube and trying to get so many more subscribers and contact a million companies and get more products. I could be doing all that in the time that I volunteer. But I don't choose to do that. I choose to give my time, my precious time. Sounds cheesy, but it's true. Time is precious. My time to other people. And that, to me, is what I love doing. And I just wish that more people would see eye to eye and do things for other people and not expect something back. And be selfless. That's the word, selfless. I think selfless love is something that is just very, very, it's hard to come across nowadays, and I feel like a lot of people don't have that. The last thing I want to say is that YouTube is a platform for us to, like, a social media platform. So we are promoting ourselves on YouTube, and YouTube's paying us, but without YouTube and without the search and the tags and being able to connect and subscribe to people and, you know, have that, and without the like button and the search button and the favorite button, you might not be as big as you are, which in turn, the companies may not contact you, which won't make you the money. So if you're using YouTube, some people may argue that you should be paying them to use their platform. Although, yes, YouTube and Google are, you know, making a crap ton of money off people, but do you know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like thinking more compensation is necessary for making videos on YouTube or just social media in general is just absolutely unnecessary. And I just think that asking or wanting more money is just sort of greedy. That is my rant. If you guys really made through this video, that would be amazing. I'm sure a lot of you probably X'd out like halfway through, but thank you guys so much for sticking around to the end, and leave a comment below if you have anything to say, or if you agree or disagree with me, or agree or disagree with Karen, and leave a video response to me if you want. I'd love to hear your take on this whole topic. Thank you guys so much for watching, as always, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. Hey guys, so today's video is going to be a little bit different. It's going to just be a really quick video on, well, it's not going to be really quick. It's actually going to be really long, so edit that out.